our manomaya kosha is like a pivot, balances the outer world and our inner world. It's a manomaya kosha is vital for balancing our personality between outer world and inner world. We have two worlds, we need both worlds. Outer world also we need and inner world also we need. Outer world is dependent on how is the inner world. Inner world, if the inner world is very dull, I see the outer world also dull. In Bible, it is talking about a poor man, your fortunate kingdom of heaven is within your reach. It is easy for a camel to pass through an eye of a needle than a rich person. That is a statement in the Bible, it is there. It is saying that poor man is fortunate than the rich man. And our Vedas, they never will talk about that one. Having wealth, it's not a sin. It says you must have everything in abundance. When the message of Vedas came about, there was abundance. They are talking about abundance. The Middle Eastern religion, they came out when there was a strife. Always problem, and the Middle Eastern religion stemmed out of the problem. Strife, conflict, whereas the Vedic message, everything in abundance. How you see the world according to your inner making. If I may have everything in abundance, if my inner world is very dull, negative, I see the outer world also negative. And on the other token, I may have nothing in the life, but inside I am so happy. I see everything good, everything prosperous. So, inner world is more important. How you see the world, it is based on here. Otherwise, people may be whinging and cringing, always complaining, that is not good, this is not good, and world is not good, my neighbor is not good, my government is not good. Every day complaining. It is, I have to, instead of looking at the outer world, I should see what that person's inner makeup. The Buddha story, Buddha as a youth, when he went out, his father astrologer had told him, your son has a great horoscope. Either he will become an extraordinary king or an extraordinary monk. So the king made sure that he won't get renounced, he will have everything in abundance, and he put him in a golden cage. Everything in abundance. Once perchance, without his father's knowing, he set out to see the world. He saw nothing but problem. Everywhere problem, and around the palace, everything luxury. But when he went out further, away from the palace, he saw suffering everywhere. And he saw this world is full of suffering. I wanted to fix the problem of this world. And so, he wanted to find a solution to fix the problem of this world. He went inside, deep within, and he found the happiness, bliss, fountain of joy within. When he came out, he never saw the same world. He saw world is beautiful. Earlier, I haven't connected to myself. I was seeing problem everywhere. When he connected within, he saw world is beautiful. God is beautiful. So good. So we have to correct our inner lens. Instead of changing our outer glass to look at the problem, where the problem is, you correct your inner lens. Inner lens, you will see the beautiful world. Our Manomaya Kosha is like a king at the center. On both sides, two other koshas are there, Annamaya, Pranamaya on one side, Vijnanamaya and Anandamaya on the other side. The king is at the center. And the Manomaya, the mind, the most of the diseases, non-communicable diseases, have an origin in the mind. Before it manifests in the outer body, comes out in the outer body, it is already has happened in the mental level. That is called as Adi Vyadi. Most of the problem, it's before it manifests in the disease or non-communicable diseases, it has already occurred in the mind, the Adi Vyadi. So, resolving the tangled up issues, resolving the inner problem, you can solve many of the diseases expressed through the body. Healing must happen from within. Most of the other treatments, it is a patchwork, healing from, repairing from outside. This, along with that one outside repair, inside healing also must be there. You have to heal yourself from within, resolve the tangled up issues from within. It helps, and we can make an experiment if platform is right. The healing, whether it can be reduced, the hospitalization time can be reduced through inner healing. Only from only from outer healing, through the inner healing, can the hospitalization can be reduced. So we can make an experiment if the platform is there, so we can reduce the health cost also. Inner, we have to address that one. Go within. The Manomaya Kosha. Manomaya Kosha has three components, Mana, Buddhi and Ahankara. Mana means nothing but untrained mind. I may be an old person, but mind is never trained. Mind tends to go out, untrained mind. Like I go to a gym to train my body, I want a good physique, but gym won't train the mind. Gym is there for training my body, good bicep, big tricep, and good healthy, strong core or leg muscles, but gym won't address the problem of the mind. Problem is here, we are trying to fix it in the gym. The mana is untrained. Gym cannot train the mind. Mind, goes out. Buddhi is the one. Buddhi is the trained mind, is called as buddhi. The difference between mana and buddhi, untrained component of the mind is called as mana. Trained component of the mind is called as buddhi. What is ahankara? Ahankara within, it's whether the enjoyer or a sufferer within. I am not happy in my life. Who is saying? My ego is saying. I am so happy in my life. Who is saying? My ego is saying. That ego is when the ahankara if the mind only takes the dominance, untrained mind. Because of untrained mind, all our activities makes my ego to sulk. The buddhi is the one. You are treading your life cautiously, carefully, trained. And I know fire is burning, I don't want to go there. And buddhi is guiding the mind, so ego within is the enjoyer. Whether I am happy or sad, because of the mind component. Whether your mind is trained or untrained. The buddhi part, buddhi has to, when the buddhi is the trained mind is there, and the inside I feel good. Untrained mind, I feel the party is there going out. Party is there going out, I am not getting the happiness within. Ego suffers because of that one, untrained mind. and the manomaya kosha, to train the mind. Who can train the mind? Training the mind, we need like instructor in gym for the body, we need a trainer for the mind called as Guru. Guru is the one who can train the mind. How he or she trains the mind, he trains the mind by giving what is called as a mantra. Mantra is the one, meaning of mantra is manatrayate iti mantraha. Manatrayate, what protects me from negative impact from the untrained mind. What protects me from the mind is called as mantra. In the mantra, mana is there. In the mana, buddhi, ahankara I said, mantra has man. Man trayate, mind no longer troubles me. Otherwise, mind has taken a dominance and it is troubling me. Mantra means my mind, untrained mind no longer troubles me. What protects me is the mantra. Mantra means the untrained mind gets trained. To train the untrained mind, what is required, it is called as mantra. That component, it is called as mantra. For training, so that a path is laid for us. Mantra paves the path for us. Otherwise, mind is reckless, going everywhere, going everywhere, and mantra, that trayate, protects me from the reckless mind. What protects me from the reckless mind is called as mantra. The practice of mantra, it enriches, takes the untrained mind to the trained mind, buddhi. When the buddhi becomes dominant, so the same thing, untrained person also can be reading, and the trained mind, when the buddhi is there, they all together, same text, they read differently. They understand differently. That is buddhi. Di is buddhi. Buddhi is di. It has to be illumined. In Bhagavad Gita class also, I talked about buddhir mata masmi. Everyone has mana, buddhi and ahankara. Buddhi has to be illumined. It has to become creative. It has to be made creative. Buddhi is the differentiator between the ordinary person and an extraordinary person. Buddhi has to be illumined through the mantra practice. Mantra, I am not doing the mantra collection. Whatever Guru has given, practice that one, practice that one, practice that one. Untrained mind gets trained, buddhi becomes very creative. You start seeing the world altogether different. Earlier, I am seeing only the sorrow outside, confusion outside. When you see that one inside, you start seeing the whole world beautiful. And when the beautiful world, you'd like to connect to the beautiful world. I start connecting to the beautiful world. That concept is called as Vasudeva kutumbakam. I want to connect to the whole world. Vasudaiva. If myself is sulking, how can I connect with them? I don't want to connect. Go within. When the buddhi is there, so joyful. In joy, I want to distribute the joy to everyone. That concept is called as Vasudeva kutumbakam. That concept is a need of the day in the world. The world, whatever it's going through, everywhere, every country is becoming selfish and people are becoming selfish and they are not worried about the environment and the nature, recklessly destroying. We have to protect the planet Earth for the next generation. This can be done only through joy from within. You have to discover. Otherwise, if I'm sad, start seeing everyone with suspicion, that person is not good, I don't trust anyone. When the joy is there, I can relate to everyone. I can understand the pain and pleasure of others. That concept, yoga is a need of the day for the sustainable living on this planet. We are inching towards a big catastrophe. To prevent that one, we had to, the leaders who were attending the yoga, you are all community leaders, you had to do your best to spread the positivity in the community. Vasudaiva kutumbakam concept must dawn through you, through your channel to the community. Let us together make this world a better place so that our generations to come will have a better life than us.